You see all these lands over here? That means it's going to be a good day. We're taking a look at another jank deck today. This is Alara Storm, and we are going to be looking at the March of the Machine card, Invasion of Alara. So this is a 5-mana battle that on ETB does a bunch of stuff, including allowing you to play a CMC4 or less card out of the first 2 that you exile off the top of your library, and the other one goes into your hand. So it's both card advantage, or at least this is card neutral. Actually, no, this is card advantage. It's card advantage, and it does have a backside that is pretty powerful if you can flip it. However, we're not going to be flipping this today, and instead we're going to be going for a little combo here. So, if you take a look at the deck, you'll notice that almost all of it is CMC4 or less, and that is by design. We're running a bunch of things that can either copy, create a new instance of, or allow us to recast Invasion of Alara, and we're basically going to be trying to do that as many times as possible until we get the storm count big enough to kill our opponent with a lethal Tendrils of Agony. So, let's take a look at how we get there, right? So, in terms of copying this thing, we have Mythos of Aluna, Clever Impersonator, Surgical Metamorph. You see these in any clone deck. These are pretty common. Additionally, we have Release to the Wind, which can function both as an enabler for our combo and a piece of removal if we do need to remove an opponent's big threat that they combo in. So this allows us to remove something and then allow them to play it again. Sometimes this can deal with something that has a bunch of counters on it, or other things like that. Maybe it just gives us a turn or something in other situations. There's also Teferi's Time Twist, which both can flicker a land in case we have enough mana but just not the right colors. Additionally, we can blink one of our Metamorph or Clever Impersonator in case something good comes up that we need to copy from our opponent's side. But in most cases, we'll be playing this on our opponent's turn to try to make sure that invasion comes back to our control on our turn. And then we have Assemble the Team that helps us find the combo. So we're happy to keep these in our opening hand. And then as the finishers, we have Tendrils of Agony and Grape Shot in case, for some reason, the Tendrils of Agony get taken out of our deck. One cool thing about this deck is that it runs 4 Spring to Minds, which, due to its multiple side nature, is more CMC than 4. So it's a 9 CMC if I am reading correctly. And it is basically just a Cultivate, a slightly worse Cultivate that we do not end up whiffing on with an Invasion of Alara. So this does fix our colors at the end. It does not impact our combo at all. So some things to watch out for this deck is that there are a couple of situations where we can whiff. And basically that is when Invasion of Alara flips 2 things that do not copy it. So out of our, this is what, 28 cards, I think? I think this all adds up to 28, correct me if I'm wrong. But out of these 28 cards, we have 4, 8, 9, 10 things that don't actually keep the combo going on. So there are some situations where we draw 2 of those, like getting to assemble the teams feels pretty bad, and that stops us. So as long as we can prevent that, then we're going to be doing pretty good. And every time we get a Tendrils and something else, that increases the odds that we're going to continue and combo off. So there's a bit of a calm mind that you have to take when playing this deck, and you kind of got to think about if you really can go for it this turn, or if you should hold off and try to, play some of these things that you drew and maybe thin the deck of your Assemble the Teams, Tendrils, or Grape Shots. The mana base is absolutely wild for this deck. We have 1 of every basic land to help with our Spring to Mind, and then we run an absolute crapload of different lands. We have all the Triomes in here and 4 mana Confluences in order to make sure that we're going to be able to hit Invasion on turn 5. This deck has a pretty hard time against the decks that are going to be doing any sort of aggro game plan, so we will have to try to combo off and see how we do. I think there's nothing other to do here than to just hop in and play some games, so let's go do that. Okay, so we've instantly found a game here, and our opening hand has 3 mana. We have the Spring, and we have Invasion of Alara, so it looks like we do have the start that we need. Unfortunately, we do already have a Tendrils in hand, which is not amazing, but we can make it work. Okay, and assemble the team here. That's pretty nice. I will put the always tapped land down first. And we can assemble the team. Looks like we're playing some sort of infect deck. So we have 5 turns against this thing. Hopefully this means that we will be able to do something about this. Mythos can copy this and maybe we can trade. We'll have to see if we can get a bigger creature than that. I think I'm going to start off with the Temple Garden. I'm okay shocking here. And let's assemble the team, look for something that can copy this. We can even take a Release to the Wind type effect. That's actually not too bad. Looks like that is our only option right now. We need Storm Count of 2 to kill the Singer. I'm thinking that Release to the Wind is probably the move. I can play it on 3, but my next turn does want to be getting Spring out. I feel like I'm going to play Spring next turn, then I'll have the opportunity to play a 4-drop. So that'll probably be the Mythos from my hand. So I'll just take the Release to the Wind in case there's something big that I need to deal with. Not sure how I feel about that, but at least we know that on turn 5 we will get our invasion off. So maybe the correct move was to try to thin my deck here. Post your opinion on the comments below. See if you have a better way of thinking about that. I think that it's fine taking the removal, but if you really wanted to lean into the combo, maybe I just start to thin the deck. So opponent's thinking. They are on 2 mana. And we are staring 2 Infect in the face right now. Let's see what happens next. Alright. It's just another stinger, or it's another singer rather. So I'll have to go here. I'll just have to play Spring. I might end up just being dead here. Is there a specific color that I need? Not really. I'll take blue. And next turn we have them. We're going to go up to 6 poison counters, but that will not matter. Take 6, get 4 poison counters, and let's see if they can kill us here. Okay, they proliferate, and will they proliferate one more? No, that'll be it. Okay, so can Swamp get me there? We have black, blue, green, white, red. That sounds like everything. Okay, so here is Invasion of Alara. We're gonna autopay for this, and we have to be very careful about how this goes. It's not always that this screen pops up. Sometimes you have to click on the exile pile to see what is there. So I'm going to target my own Alara. We will cast it again for free. So we exile. Yep, so this is a situation where we gotta click the exile. I'll cast Mythos, targeting Invasion. Alright. Teferi's Time Twist, unfortunately, is not really what we wanted to see. It comes back at the beginning of our next end step. Well, I will just go ahead and Teferi's Time Twist, and we'll have to try to continue at the end of our turn. Kind of not the way that I hope to go here. So it's going to come back, we're going to trigger, and we get one more crack at this thing. I will go ahead and Mythos. We need to Mythos here. We cannot use Release to the Wind because we're in my end step right now. I will Clever Impersonator. This one offers a copy of my invasions. And let's see, we are on 7 storms so far. Got Surgical Metamorph. That's 8 storm. And we just need one more hit here. I didn't see if that was it. Alright, Clever Impersonator. And we have the storm now. We have to just avoid missing. And I think we might have just missed. Yeah, Grape Shot assemble the team. So that's a bummer. Grape Shot will have to be the move here. I'm going to have to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I have a decent amount here. I can start to do some damage to one of these battles. Alright. I didn't see how much damage I put towards that. I think it should be at 1 life left before I kill these other things. Yeah, okay, so it's going to be at 1 life. I can cast my next Grape Shot as well. I may need to spend a turn assemble the teaming and... oh, wait, no I won't, because I can just go ahead and do this. So I'll release to the wind. That'll be the way that I start this off. The Tendrils in hand is not necessary. We have 31 cards left in deck. I'm going to get rid of the mana, but I will keep the Mana Confluence. Need to get rid of exactly this many cards. I can keep 1 more land this way. Is there anything else that I'd like to have in here? 2 Tendrils. Maybe I need to hold on to a Tendrils. I'm going to be 1 mana away from being able to release the wind and keep my Tendrils in hand. Okay, so I will get rid of the lands then. Oh wait, what am I doing? I'm already at 6. This is fine. I don't need to assemble the teams. Okay. So they are going to commit to the board, it looks like. They're going to put me to 8. And I've got a chance here again to do it. So let's go ahead and release to the wind one of these. And we gotta go back up to 10 Storm again. Here we go. We will take Clever Impersonator. And it's gonna be pretty close here. We're gonna have to get lucky on when we hit the Tendrils. And I'm gonna have to see how many of these left there are. There's another Tendrils. I need to do a count here. Is that my last one? We have 1 in hand. We have 2. And then the third one is exiled here. So I'm going to have to Teferi's Time Twist. And then Grape Shot can start to deal some damage. And then we just go for the kill here, I think. So let's Grape Shot. 1. And then do I want to kill one of these? So I actually never even think about casting the second half of this, and actually it won't even matter because this is just a copy. So I'll put all of these at the face. Okay. Let this resolve. And then I will need to eventually get a Tendrils off. Okay, cool. So I will go ahead and just play this in tapped. And we'll move to the end step. This will come back. And there's our last Tendrils. Unfortunately not lethal. So we're going to have to use the one from our hand. Opponent is at 1. Let's see, we can Tendrils after doing one of our 2 CMC things. So yeah, we have this next turn, and actually we can just straight up cast the Tendrils to kill our opponent with 0 Storm. That is assuming they don't proliferate twice. Let's see what happens. Rock Priest, and that is not enough. We're going to go ahead and just target our opponent here. Storm was 0, and we've done it. So that is not the way that I generally win with this deck. We had to try 3 separate times. We exiled all of the Tendrils in our deck. And we cast multiple Tendrils and 1 or 2 Grape Storms. That was a pretty active game for this deck. But at least we were able to win. Let us move on here to round 2. Here we go. Okay, we're in round 2. Let's see if we can go a little bit smoother than how we did last time. So the problem that I see with this hand is that we don't have the mana to get to the invasions. It's nice having them in hand, but we do not need them. We kind of need to prioritize mana. We're a turn 5 deck, which is not very fast. This is not too bad. We have essentially 8 copies of our Invasion of Alara. So We have white, blue, green, red. We just need black, and we can get it with spring. So we're pretty close here. I'll throw back the Clever Impersonator. We like to have those in the deck. And let's play from here. Okay, so drawing a Tendrils off the bat, not my favorite way to start. So we have 3 hits in the deck here. And we're playing Merfolk. That may be a quick deck. Alright, Silvergill Adept, and we have Indestructible Merfolk over there. I don't have turn 2 play, so I'll just play my Breeding Pool tapped. And then Island and Plains make the Hollowed Fountain redundant here. Yep, there is the Speed of Merfolk coming to play. I will just play Spring. So we have red, we'll probably just take a black here. And the white will do it if we can just top deck our invasion. Alright. They get their Trop out. Oh, and Vodalian Hexcatcher. Well, that's a brutal one to see. We're going to have to release to the wind in our opponent's end step or something. Okay, so let's just put a Triome in here. So Tendrils of Agony does get around that, funnily enough, but we might be looking like we're dead here. I will pass here. The only play really is to release the wind, and then draw next turn. Okay, well now that they have Ward 1, well I can pay for the ward. I will try to kill this. I want to be able to pay 1, make them sack 2 things if they want to keep their Hexcatcher around. So if I'm my opponent, what do I do here? They may want to try to keep the Hexcatcher around so that it can... Okay, so they don't want to keep it around. Never mind. We are going to be alive for 1 more turn. We are dead now. Okay. Well, that was quick enough. Needed that Alara in hand. Bummer. Okay, well, that was a quick round 2. Let's move on to round 3 and see if we can get the combo off. Alright, round 3. Let's go. So, if I learned from last game, this is not a very good hand. 3 things that copy that aren't valuable, so this is essentially a 4-card hand. It's a little better. I don't like having 2 Tendrils, though. I'd be able to put one of them back, use Assemble the Team to find either a land, but we already have Sultai mana here, so none of these, like, the mana is not flexible is what I'm saying. I am thinking that I ship this one 2 and go to 5. Okay. I will just throw back my 2 copies, and we have a pretty good time unless they have hand hate. Very easily we have 5 colors, and okay, it's just life gain. That is something that we can deal with. If they have interaction, that's usually what I'm scared about. Instant speed interaction, that is. The Fair Basilicus, this might be something different then. Maybe it's a control deck. This might be White Weenies or something like that. No, it's probably life gain. I wouldn't see Cleric class in anything else. Righteous Valkyrie, that makes a lot of sense. There's a chance that I might just want to get a Righteous Valkyrie myself out. Is that worth 2 life? I think it is. Let's go ahead and Metamorph. Copy that. And I'll actually be able to gain my own life here. Funnily enough, as I draw these copy spells. Okay. Well, I will be happy to not take 3. They go to 24. I'm going to need to attack them down to 22 here. I want 2 blue mana here for my Clever Impersonator. I've got it. And I think I can play the Stomping Ground. Red, green. Yeah, right. Those aren't covered. Pay 2 life. Clever Impersonator. I will have one of these. We go back to 20. So if they spend their mana on upping the cleric class, then I can still make a block. Splendid Angel, that makes sense. So they will be able to get an angel here, but now I'm going to be able to do my thing. So they will get a creature back and a bit more life. So they're at 30, huh? It's going to be a little tough. They go to 37, so that means we need 16 storm. Red, black, white, blue, green. Yeah, I can do a breeding pool. Alright, Invasion of Alara. Let's go. Alright, release to the wind. That is good. That does help our storm. Okay, tendrils and a release, so that is first tendrils if I'm counting correctly. That is first tendrils. Alright. Oh man, that is the thing that gets us. Double assemble the team, you hate to see it. So what I'll do here is I will need to just find another invasion, I think. Because I can't copy it from this position. So yeah, it's going to have to be invasion. Bummer. So we're going to have to chump block, and now our day gets a lot harder. Okay, we may not be able to get enough storm here. I will block, try to save some face here. And I can actually save a bit more damage if I block Righteous Valkyrie. Yeah, our opponent's going to be at like 70, almost 70 life, yeah. I'm not sure I can get 30 storm out of this. I only have 40 cards in hand. Yeah, I can get at most 20 storm. Okay, so I can play another invasion. I did not draw anything that can recast, so that is kind of a bummer. Might as well just put this in tap. There's no 1 CMC things in my deck. Here's another invasion. Can we get there? I don't think so, but here's the trying. Okay, Mythos. I am going to copy the original. One of the originals, that is. Yeah, I think we can get to like 15 storm or something like that, so we're not going to get there enough. Kind of a bummer, but I guess we'll just play out the combo as far as we can. I'm curious to see how far we can get. I guess I'll just see you guys when I'm done. Oh, well, that was fast. All I had was this Tendrils of Agony. Oh, man. Okay, so we whiffed twice. We could have had it there, but luck was not on our side. But that's just how it goes sometimes. Anyway, looks like that is our round 3, and we can go ahead and spare our opponent the attack. We will go on to round 4 here. Got 2 more rounds to finish it out. Okay, round 4, I believe. These 3 cards don't really do anything, but I like the mana colors here. I need to both find a land and an Invasion of Alara, though. Would it be greedy of me to go down to 6 cards? I don't think so. And yeah, I'm really rewarded here. Oh my gosh. Put the tendrils back, and we are looking pretty good. We can cast Assemble the Team, and we can cast Spring. We're against Elves, which is the scariest matchup. We'll want to keep that life total high. Okay, not the fastest thing in the world from our opponent. Going to assemble early. We need to find white and one other color of mana. Let's just take any Triumph, I think. Oh, actually not any Triumph, probably Mana Confluence. Because we need an untapped land this turn and then an untapped land. An untapped land the next turn, and then the turn after that we need another untapped land. So we have one here, but we need to find one that is untapped. I'm just going to do Mana Confluence unless Plains works. Plains does work, actually. And then I fetch either blue, green, or black. Okay. I'm sold. Alright, we might be able to do this thing. Let's see how quick Elves is deciding to be right now. So opponent is deciding whether or not they need to go wide. Looks like they're deciding to go wide, which in my opinion is the correct move. This is 8 damage. 10 damage. I think we have 3 turns. We might just be able to do this. Oh, okay. So, boom, spring, and we just have to hope to not die. I think it does not matter which one of these I take. I will take blue for the best chance of casting something else if we need to. And our red mana here should get it to us. So what are we looking at? We're looking at 12 damage. And that is not enough, I think. We're about to see. We're going to make a warrior. Yep, that's fine. That just diminishes their attack this turn. Don't think they can give everything haste, so we might be safe here. Yeah, there's just 10 damage. We can survive that. Okay, we have been given a chance here. Here's an Invasion of Alara. Let us hope that we don't brick. Okay, so that is... how many of these? So that is the first Tendrils. Metamorph. Copy Alara. We need 10 Storm. Release to the Wind is better because it has it affects our storm better. So I will always choose to play that one first. Okay. I saw a Mythos there. Copy that. And we have 5 storm. Just need a few more. If you click resolve, the storm ends for some reason. It's so weird. Surgical Metamorph. As that. Okay, this is good. Teferi's Time Twist, we can still win. There is still a chance here. We get 1 Teferi's Time Twist hit. And now we need to copy this. Let's see if we can get there. Oh, the other Teferi's Time Twist. That is brutal. Okay, so we are going to gain 14 life here. And that may be enough to survive one more turn. We have 2 Tendrils out. And we just have to pass turn here. They have 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19 damage. We are going to survive potentially. Discard 3 cards. Let's get rid of... We can hold the Grape Shot. We can actually cast a Tendrils, which is good. Yeah, I think we should be able to have this. So I'm going to keep the 2 finishers here. We're going to use Teferi's Time Twist on our turn, probably. That is 5 cards. What is the math that I'm doing here? We don't need another Invasion. We don't need a Spring. We have the Mana Confluence for turn. I'll keep the 2 mana thing, and I will keep the better 4 mana thing. Whoops, I meant like this. Okay, there's our 3 cards. Took way longer than it needed to figure out what I was discarding, but it's okay. It's late when I'm recording this. I'm half asleep. Okay, so opponents at 4. Actually, we just kill them with Teferi's and Tendrils, so they have to kill us this turn. Oh wait, Elvish War Master. Does that get me? It's close. Oh wait, it's 25 exactly, isn't it? Oh no, they have us. Oh, we were so close. 2 storm away. We are just getting absolutely stopped at the finish line every time. Alright, well, we've got one last chance here. I'm hoping that this can end on a win. Let's move on to game 5. Alright, we can only have bad luck for so long. Starting off with double Tendrils is an immediate send back. Now this is a hand. We have all but 1 color. I will keep this, send back a Tendrils. If we don't ever fetch, then we will have a Tendrils on the bottom of our library, which is good. And then, yeah, we can use Surgical Metamorph as a copy of Zagoth Triumph. So then we'll have... Yeah, actually, this will work. So we have a turn 5 invasion here. Okay, we have a turn 4 invasion. Oh, even better. Shadow Spear. Okay. Pitaro. Ooh, Soul Stealer Axe. This is kind of a new card for me. This is interesting. Okay, so seek based on the CMC of the creature that dealt damage. Very cool. Alright, let us spring here. We can get green, black, white. Oh yeah, duh, those are the other colors that are in here. I want either blue as my first choice, and then after that, it doesn't really matter. Maybe just an extra swamp for tendrils. Alright, and we have a chance next turn. And then there's also Teferi's Time Twist. Skrelv. It's a relatively slow start for my opponent. We love to see that. Masked Vandal, huh? Alright. So let's just go ahead and play an invasion. This is our chance. I believe. Alright, we got a Tendrils and Mythos. Now that Tendrils is in our hand, we do have our count for what the storm is, so we are at 3. 4 storm. All we gotta do is get to 9. Alright, and we got released to the wind. Oh! Alright, our opponent knows what's going on, and they think that we're gonna have it. Well, they believe more than I did, given my track record. So, not the way that I envisioned it, but we are getting to end on a win. We got to the combo at the right time. I think we could have done it. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. This was our Invasion of Alara Storm. Definitely a jank deck. You can see from the middle games that this is definitely not competitive. But I hope you enjoyed seeing me fumble with getting to the finish line there a few times. Anyway, it is a pretty fun deck if you got the wild cards. It's a fun time at least. Don't expect to rank up though. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you would leave a like, comment, and subscribe, that will help me out a lot. We are on a road to growing the channel, as most channels are, so glad you're here, and you are helping out by watching, so I appreciate that. That's all for me. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.